184. More than a half-century of rivalry between these two giants of the domestic importance as they both chase the Betway Premiership. The atmosphere, the big crowd, a full house yet again. This has got to be the must-have ticket in South African sport.
South Africa can be proud to have a derby of this magnitude that is considered amongst the 10 best in the world. The stage is set. It's all up to the players to make a history of their own. It's a wonderful atmosphere for anybody. You're sitting at home, I'm sure. Millions of eyeballs are glued into the TV just to see what is about to happen next.
Lots of surprises as well in the team lineups. I'm sure you'll be listening to the build-up for today's game, and we'll get to that in a moment or two. The two sides coming out onto the park. And we will have a kickoff on time as well. The spectators have been excellent today. This place was pretty much packed 1 hour or so before kickoff. Excellently organized. Right, let's get to the lineups. Kaizer Chiefs, the big shock news, the appendicitis for Brandon Peterson, surgery this week. Bruce Vuma is back in the team. He last played for Chiefs in a derby back on the 3rd of May, which they lost by 2-1. 3 other changes. With Inacio Miguel back, so Marco is out. McCarthy moves to the left-hand side. Monyani in for Solomons, and up front, Pule Modi is preferred to Ashley de Prier. You'll notice no Vilakazi, no Shabalala on the bench today. There were some reports of indiscipline during the week. So, tactically, William.
The back, it's the middle that maybe the focus will be on. Ball players, good rotation of the ball in that middle of the park, meaning that there will be great chances to slide that ball through to either Da Silva or Lilepo, who will deliver eventually into the center. And it'll be a question of Chislet playing in his second game, in his second starting lineup, to see just how...
On Tuesday, Orlando Pirates' last game was a Nedbank Cup fixture against Kaizer Stars, a 0-0 draw. They lost on penalties. 5 changes there. Sibelibele in for Van Rooyen at right back. Siema partner Sabisi in the central of defense. Chabatsane is onto the bench. Talente Mbata is back from injury, so Nemtangela drops out of the lineup. Apollos in for Maswanganyi. And up front, Mbutuma replaces Andre de Jong. All of the 5 players dropped from last Saturday's lineup are on the bench for the Buccaneers today.
Quality in that midfield with Makaula holding the fort defensively, but for me the biggest attraction will be into the speed and skill of the 2 wide players on either channels. But the magic really should come from Mofokeng in the number 10 position, because he's a bit more central. It means he sees the goalpost a little bit more central. He can take shots from there. It's a quality team that can play, but even bigger for me today is the high press that we've seen Pirates being able to produce a bit more.
So what do you make of the Chiefs changes, William?
It's a little unfortunate because Peterson should have been a very key factor in seeing Chiefs being able to maybe possibly win this game. But so much has been said about Avuma coming in. I think he can still produce the magic, just like Peterson did in that cup, a final in the Nedbank Cup. So it's up to the motivation that he's had, obviously, from the rest of the team and the players. It's important that he gets this early touch just to help settle his nerves.
The ball back to Vuma, who delivers it over the head of Lilepo. Hotto's playing at left back again today for Orlando Pirates. Does have the occasional game these days a little further forward on the left-hand side, but seems to be settled into that position. And a first early challenge. Moremi, left-footed effort from him. It's a goal. It took a deflection. Orlando Pirates inside the opening 5 minutes. The Buccaneers are in the lead. Moremi will likely be accorded that goal on the basis of the fact that shot didn't look goal-bound, but it took a rather wicked deflection. No chance for Vuma.
Not at all. But also, even better for Moremi Pirates, that they had Moremi free. It was all strategy, it was all planned, but it takes, once again, Chiefs, too much time for any of those defenders lining to defend in the box to come out. Eventually, Ngobo does to try and come out, but only late, and Moremi having taken the shot.
I think we can safely say that shot was on target, and it's through the legs of Flavio, who gives a little bit of a deflection. The perfect start for Abdeslam Wado. It's towards the back post. Rumes missed it, and that was almost an own goal. Not sure Ignacio Miguel knew much about that. He expected his goalkeeper to come out.
Exactly. With the goalkeeper flashing in front of him, he had no chance to be able to redirect his header. That could easily have trickled into the back of the net.
Truma is onside. Good covering at the back from Monyani, up against his old teammates, of course. Mofokeng, Polis on the edge of the area. Polis again. Mofokeng, they're toying here with Chiefs. Offside against Mutuma. The flag was up from Mr. Ngadi. The pass from Mofokeng catching his teammate offside.
Once again, Chris, we can drop that ball before we look into this. Yes, clearly he was already off, but where Chiefs loses the ball, it was only a build-up, and that for me is the biggest part of Chiefs' problems today. Is they can't afford to be losing balls where they can't recover.
We've got 3 other games later tonight. Golden Arrows hosting Chippa United at 6 o'clock. Siwalele against TS Galaxy in Bloemfontein, 6 o'clock. Auburn College at 8:15. Chainer, what's he done there? Saved by Hotto. That's a rare mistake.
Indeed. Lack of anticipation from the Kaizer players.
This was the in-swinging ball, and for Sipo Chain, that's unusual.
Very difficult one, because it's dropping right in front of you, and you want to get there before it bounces off, because you don't know how it's going to react once the bounce comes.
Here's Moremi turning the defender, streaking past. Wow. He made that look so easy.
No immediate cover. Once he turns there, Miguel obviously has got a man. He's worried about Mbutuma, so it's difficult for him to let go, and eventually does, which I think was good enough to deflect the ball from coming straight to Mbutuma.
Flavio Silva nods it infield. Lebogang Maboe battling away. Oh, excellent stuff from Sibeli Bele. And Apollos looking for the second. He's got it. Flag stays down. The Buccaneers double the lead.
I can tell you, Gleason, I don't know if you say we're lucky there's no VAR, or whether it's unlucky there's no VAR, but I think
it was offside. I think I might agree with your suspicion there.
Ngadi, I think, was a little bit behind the action that he couldn't quite pick up. I'm just saying that was my first observation, but obviously we'll have all the time in the world to be able to dissect it. I could be wrong, but this is what happens when you get given an opportunity like that. You make use of it. That's the difference with what Apollos did there. Quality. Very composed in front of goal.
Now have a look. Is he behind? There's the ball through. No, he looks onside. He's put onside by McCarthy.
Possibly, yes. Yes.
Tight call. Excellent finish from Oswin Apollos.
Quality. Top quality. Looks at the goalkeeper. He picks the spot. It's cadence down.
2-0 now, Orlando Pirates firmly in command. They come into this game having had a long unbeaten streak ended by Mamelodi Sundowns in the league some 10 days ago, and then of course knocked out of the cup by second-tier opponents, Kaizer Stars. They have bounced back with some aplomb here in the first half. 2-0, the Buccaneers lead. Moremi and Apollos. Chislett now for Chiefs with Mordi.
It is in such a situation that you start thinking to yourself, what are the chances that Chiefs can bounce back? With the lack of chances created, I don't see it.
There's been that one opportunity, half chance, where Sipho Chain didn't collect comfortably. Now, maybe an opportunity. Ball inside from Lilepo, and it was Makaula who got there first. Flavio Silva is brought down. No, penalty, says Mgadi. Excuse me, referee Ndluli. Play on. Forward by Mofokeng to Apollos. Mofokeng again, now Makaula. Not enough power there to test Vuma. What did you think about the challenge? Let's see.
I was looking at the referee's reaction. I thought he was actually picking up his hand to point.
Let's have another look. Makaula, did he get a touch just before, or was it Dion Hotto? Did he catch Flavio Silva? Should that have been a penalty or not? That's going to be a big debate, I think. Potential opportunity for Chiefs to get back into the game, not given by referee Eugene Ndluli.
Others will say could have been a soft penalty, but the referee will tell you there is no soft penalty. It's either a penalty or not. There was some form of contact. He had gotten the ball away, and then just how much contact was there to bring him down is the big question for me.
3 minutes to half-time. Chislett for Kaizer Chiefs with Ngobo.
That's another steal.
Batuma. Look at Moremi on the charge. He's only got Quinika to beat. Moremi, not for the first time in the last 7 days, a little bit poor with the shooting. He has got a goal to his name already in this match. But as we saw against Kazakh Stars, every now and then a little bit of a wild effort that comes at the end of some incredible speed. Half-time whistle's gone, so there'll be plenty of talk, you would think, in the Kaizer Chiefs change room in particular. It's against Marumo Gallants at the end of January. He's started 3 games and now come on in 2 league outings for Chiefs, and looks to make an immediate impact. That's a lovely ball. Still in play with Monyani. It's Hotto. Wow, that's a promising start, and Velibai making immediate impact. Tere. No advantage, gets the free kick. Well, they need to make an early impact here, Kaizer Chiefs. Pull a goal back and set up themselves in terms of confidence and the ability to fight back into this game. The sooner the better for them. And Velibai set up this great chance for Flavio.
Oh, good quality.
So that's more about a boot change for Sipho Chain than it is for an injury. Glum faces there in the Chiefs camp, William.
There are very reasons to be concerned that it's not the type of reaction that we want to see from the Chiefs that was viewed as with an opportunity to really put forward a great campaign into the end of the season.
This lengthy delay just takes a little bit of that early momentum away from Chiefs as well.
It's almost as if it was planned to say, oh, should I come up this way? It will depend on you, China, to say slow the game down a bit and see if you can take the oomph that they started with.
It really is a lengthy one too. Now, chance here, goal! What a free kick, what a finish, flags up, won't count. Linesman Gadi says no goal. Wow, there was some curling ball in there from Mbata.
That's why I would like to see this.
Yeah, that's a very good call. Just off.
Just off. Wow, there I would have been beaten, because I thought that was a churning goal. Butuma, oh, wasn't Mbata.
Mbata, you can see the anguish on his face when he realized he wasn't going to add his name to the list of derby goal scorers down the years. Pele, high ball. Butuma clears. Here's a chance. Chislett. Saved by Siko Chain.
Straight to him. He didn't need to dive even.
He's hurt again. And that looks a little bit serious. Here comes the clearing header. Chislett with time. And you get a bit more power on that effort. A bit more of a curl.
In fact, in that midweek game against Stellis, he got a one beautifully and he killed it. And where Seth Stevens had to provide or come up with a brilliant save to stop it. This one didn't happen at all.
The rain is coming down heavily now. Sibili under a bit of pressure from Dupree. Finds Apollos, good first touch. Back inside now. Bafokeng pushed away by Vuma and cleared by Chiefs. Siema wins the battle in the air.
Very key touch by Vuma. I hope I was lacking on the far side.
Another interception, this time Makaula finds Oswin Apollos. Into Mofokeng. Now Moremi, tight angle, good save Vuma. I wonder if a performance like this today for Chiefs might be the catalyst for some serious decision-making about coaching changes for Kaizer Chiefs come the new season. Now Moremi into the middle! Number 3, Makgopa! They're running away with it, the Buccaneers. An emphatic scoreline now. 3 goals to the good. And once again, Evidence Makgopa knows his way to goal against Kaizer Chiefs. Lovely cross, Moremi, simply done by Makgopa.
In between the defender and the goalkeeper. Attacks that near post. Like I said, he knows when to get into that box. He can sniff a goal. Vuma couldn't do much about it. His starting position was a bit late. There needed to be a defender closest to him. He's a player in the box. You have much space there.
Clearance away at the near post. Disappointing set piece, and maybe here Mofokeng, who's turning it on. There was a handball there. Referee says play on. Early ball in here. Is Sabisi going to score? How did Vuma miss that? Sabisi was caught by surprise, I think, that the ball came through to him. That's a good day to be a Chiefs fan. Now, did he make that card before he came to the game? In which case, he didn't come with much confidence, that supporter. The Chiefs supporters firmly in their seat. Oh, that's a nice banner to remember. Senzo Niua.
Guess who's in the house?
Yunus Malema. Who does he support? I haven't... well, there's the family, I suppose. Oh, there we go, Buccaneers. They're all Buccaneers. So, food for thought for Kaizer Motaung Jr., the sporting director. Big question is, what are they going to do next season about a coach? We've had the 6 minutes of stoppage time. We're now at the referee's mercy. We're not sure how much more time he would have added on with Sabisi's injury. Chain puts that away. Duba! Another save, and then a clearance off the line. No consolation goal for Kaizer Chiefs. Quinica. Otto. Stolen by Monyani. Here's Duba, and then it's cleared away by Butuma. Excuse me, Ntangela. Everyone now watching the referee. See how much time might be added on. Is there a consolation here? Andile Duba. Velibai. Cross. Holds off Van Rooyen. Lilepo, is he going to fancy a shot? Yes, he is, but that's nowhere near the goal.
Not his day today. I mean, sorry that I'm singling him out. I think there hasn't been a day for Kaizer as a whole.
Yeah, maybe this is one that you park away now and forget about and concentrate on the trip down to Richards Bay.
Very quickly so.
Patch up those that needing patching up and get on with the rest of the Betway Premiership season. This is given away by Monyani. Mofokeng teasing now. Makgopa will be looking for a pass. Mtajela, he's going to go for goal. It strikes McCarthy. Out to Maswanganyi. Hotto. Mofokeng, Hotto chasing. He got in the way actually of the pass for Maswanganyi. Another who has a fabulous engine despite his advancing years. Well, 9 minutes now of stoppage time added on. Eugene Mdluli, today's referee. And gives the free kick there for Kaizer Chiefs against Maswanganyi. We are in the 100th minute of the 184th derby. Duba, Quinica, Lebogang Mavoe still hasn't scored against Pirates. Tele, stolen away by Mofokeng. Is there time for one more attack from the Buccaneers? Here they come, Maswanganyi. Look at Apollo steaming down. He's got to pass the ball, Maswanganyi. Oh, that's rather poor. His coach is not going to enjoy that. That's it, derby's over. An emphatic victory for Abdeslam Wado and his coaching staff, for his players and for Orlando Pirates. Makgopa with the third, Apollos with the second, Muremi got the opener. They are top of the table by 3 points. They lead Mamelodi Sundowns, who play tomorrow. As emphatic as we've seen a derby victory for a very long time, William Shongwe.
Without a doubt, and I think Chiefs will be at least to have a bit of, what can I say, consolation to the fact that, you know,